we'll practice threading the needle, starting on hands and knees. Take your right arm through the hole between your left arm and left thigh, and even thread your head through that hole as well. So you'll aim to take the back of your right shoulder onto the floor. And this is a pose that you can play with and really make it your own. So it's really just about threading the arm and the shoulder and the head through. And then using the left arm for support, see if you can let a little bit of weight drop into the back of the right shoulder and enjoy the pressure that's created here. It's like a self-massage. So you can play with the angle of the arm, with the angle of the head. You can play with the distribution of weight between the supportive hand and the knees. And then inhale back up to center and thread the left arm, shoulder, and head through. And take a few moments to settle in here, perhaps going even deeper. And allow the weight of your body to relax and drop into the back of the left shoulder, into the ground. Again, gravity is helping you here. Gravity is your friend, helping to facilitate this self-massage. Deep breathing here. Smooth and steady. And then inhale yourself back up to hands and knees. Now we'll practice what I call a Shin Twist. So bring your shins together and sit down on your heels, starting in Vrajasana. And then take your right forearm to the floor in front of your left kneecap, as you see here, with your right palm facing up. And lean into that right forearm and lift the left arm to the ceiling and let your whole trunk become active in this twist. Press your right forearm down into the sticky mat and turn the rib cage up to the left. Right ribs turning more under you and left ribs turning open towards the ceiling. Lift the left arm and fingertips up to the ceiling. Even think of lifting the whole left shoulder girdle up, lengthening the spine. And then release down and switch sides, lowering the left forearm onto the sticky mat in front of the right kneecap, palm facing up, and ground through that left forearm as you lift the right arm up, turning the ribs open to the right. Left ribs under you, right ribs to the ceiling. Lift the right arm and the right shoulder and lengthen the anterior spine, thinking of pulling the hips back as you reach the chest forward. And then lower yourself down and come back to Vrajasana. Now for Bada Hasta in Uttanasana, bound arms in Uttanasana. Lift the arms up overhead, parallel feet and legs, and grab opposite elbows with your hands. And then fold forward, hinging at the hips, lifting up through the musculature of the legs. Lift the fronts of the legs, lift the buttocks. And with your hands, pull the elbows down to lengthen the waist, lengthen the armpits. Let your arms be a little bit behind your head, so you can even pull the elbows up and forward a little bit. Lengthen your belly, lengthen the front of your trunk. And then fold back down, and then switch the cross of the hands. Breathing here as you lengthen the front of the trunk. Take the arms a little bit back behind the head. And then fold even deeper as you lengthen the sides of your body down towards the elbows. Pull the elbows with those opposite hands. Relax and release the head here. Relax and release the shoulder blades. And then let the arms move back behind the head and let those arms lead you to come on all the way up. And then release the arms out to the sides and down. Now we'll practice a variation of Tadasana with a strap behind the back. So hold the strap in your hands behind your back as you see here, palms facing forward. Roll your shoulders back. Bend the knees and elbows at first, and then straighten the legs and straighten the arms as you get taller through the spine, ascending the spine from bottom to top. Shoulders massaging the back of the shoulder sockets. And get long in your waist, long in your side ribs. Externally rotate the arms and balance your trunk and your head right over the arches of the feet. Now we'll practice Uttanasana, and we'll use a strap here, so hold on to the strap behind your back with palms facing forward, and begin by bringing the heads of the humerus bones, or the very tops of your shoulders, back. Stand tall on two legs, and then bend your knees as you start to hinge at the hips to fold forward, taking the arms up and overhead. Stretch the arms towards the wrists. Pull your shoulder blades towards each other slightly and take the strap up and overhead. Let your head relax and release down. And with soft knees, think of the front of the rib cage releasing down towards the toenails, so the abdomen stays long. Breathe here as you release the rib cage down, as you release the spine and the head down. Stay active in the arms, reaching the extension of the arms towards the hands. Lift the backs of the legs. Exhale right on through the top of the head. Open and released in the back of the throat. And then lead with the arms reaching back to help you come on up. Spread wide through the collarbones. And release. Now we'll practice Garudasana Arms in Tadasana. So stand in mountain pose, and then inhale and lift the arms out to the sides. And exhale and sweep the right arm underneath the left arm as you see here. And then inhale and lift the elbows up, reach the forearms up. And exhale, lower the elbows and forearms down to chest height. And then inhale, lift the elbows again, lift the chest and the collarbones. Exhale and pull the forearms forward away from you as you lower the elbows down. Inhale, lift the elbows up, pull the forearms forward and up. And exhale, lower the elbows down, pulling the forearms forward again. And continue like this, thinking of the shoulder blades moving away from the spine, around and out to the sides. Continue here. Be long in the trunk and strong in the legs, standing right over the arches. Inhale, lifting the elbows and the forearms up. And then exhale and release the arms out to the sides. Take an inhale here. And exhale and swing the left arm underneath the right arm. Let the abdomen settle back as you lift the elbows and forearms and chest and chin. And then exhale, lower the elbows and forearms down, also pulling the forearms away from the chest. Inhale, lifting the forearms up. Exhale, lower the arms. Let those shoulder blades get pulled away from the spine here. Stay long in the anterior spine and keep going. Breathing here as you move. Inhale, lifting the elbows and forearms up. Exhale, lowering them down. And again, lifting. And now exhale, release the arms. And recover here, standing tall, collarbones wide. Now we'll practice Gomukhasana Arms. So have your strap in your right hand. Stand in Tadasana with feet and legs organized underneath you. And then reach the right arm up. And then bend the right elbow and reach the right forearm down behind your head. Lift the left arm out to the side and lift your left shoulder to help you internally rotate the left shoulder. And then swing the left fingertips up behind your back, up towards the strap. So both hands are grabbing the strap now behind your back. Reach up with the right elbow. Lift the front of the left shoulder and roll it back. And stay very even in your rib cage. So be even in the right and left sides of the rib cage, even though your shoulders and arms are doing very different things. Stay long in the side ribs. Lift up through the musculature of the legs. Lift the low belly. Breathing here. Be sure to follow your exhalations all the way to the end. Wide in the collarbones. Put a little tension on the strap. And then release the arms and we'll switch hands. So hold the strap in the left hand and then reach the left arm up overhead. Bend the left elbow so the left forearm will come behind the skull and then reach the right arm out to the right. Lift the shoulder to internally rotate the shoulder and swing the right fingertips up towards the strap behind your back. Lift the front of the right shoulder and roll the right shoulder back in space. Lift the left elbow up and find some evenness in the right and left sides of your torso. Stay active in your legs here, relaxed in your neck. Lengthen the spine from bottom to top. Pulling the strap with both hands, balancing the head right over the tail, right over the arches. And then release your arms and come out of the pose. Now we'll practice a supported fish with a bolster underneath the rib cage and have a strap nearby for your hands. So lay back so the bolster supports you underneath your thoracic spine. Release the flesh of the buttocks away from the lower back, away from the back ribs. Knees bent and feet flat to support you, and then grab your strap and reach your arms up and overhead, hands holding the strap at shoulder distance apart. Enjoy this nice extension of the spine as you lengthen through the front of the spine and lengthen the abdomen, and then extend your legs. Stretch the legs and stretch the arms. Allow yourself to be supported by the bolster here. Become internally absorbed here. As you relax and release and gently guide yourself to lengthen a little more. Smooth and steady inhalation and a steady exhalation. And then bend your knees one at a time, place your feet flat, and roll to your side. Pass through your side to come out of the pose, coming on up to sit.